this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Watson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Well, they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
First down, Rams.
Right there, 54 Mike. You don't want this.
Here's Watson. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Blau. is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Cut. Lunch 54.
Back to throw, Watson. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's end.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. John, go.
Watson now to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Finding Gabriel complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st down throw. Watson looking deep for Gabriel. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 4-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw is Wilson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Lady. Mike, 2. Man, I got you. Man. Hey, Hero.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and through. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
They'll run here with Singletary. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Guys, listen. Mike 6.
Now it's Wilson. It's complete to Chris Conley.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Go. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52. Pick me up. Here we go. Check. 52 is the mic. Check.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the two-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend them.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for two. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Cameron Jordan never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. That one good for 26 and a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making...
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. And this one complete to Smith. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
From his goal line here, Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, If you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down. Balaj. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it with Balaj. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. It's caught, Lockett. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Watson. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
To throw is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Watson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Rams do get a bit closer.
54.
Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to Smith. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They will run with Singletary. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, that run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15. Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
He's not going to get me. Check. Lucky.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Watson. And this is Gabriel on the catch. The end result, 21 yards. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And some room to work. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch 54. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Watson now to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
56 to Mike. 54. In your face. 24.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Crayvon LeBlanc with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.